Hello, everyone. My name is Fast Ravioli, and today I thought that I would do a Lorne call. I'm doing this one because Cornville Three Way did this one on a stream a night or so ago, and I had forgotten how in love I was with this call. It's only about 20 minutes. It's an 18-minute and 45-second call. And a lot of you have probably heard it. It's called pedophile in all caps. I don't know, I don't remember what the name of the catfish is, but I believe it is Tiffany Lockhart. I think it's the person that was catfishing Lorne, is just reeling into him. He is reaming him a new fucking asshole, and it's so nice. I love it. 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 So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is a wonderful call.
If it weren't for talking to them yesterday, I'd still be a bit lost because
Where was your head all of these years? If it took one conversation with Emma, where was your head all of these years? When you had your therapist that you obviously weren't honest with because she didn't know the whole story of you. So she couldn't treat you properly. She couldn't help you. But you wanted to stay with her, even though she wasn't helping you.
she was helping me.
You felt comfortable with her, but you were just sharing the stuff that you wanted to share.
I know, but there's also the problem of not really wanting to admit it. And that's what my problem was. I did not want to admit it.
Because you think that a victim has something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, because I was embarrassed all them years.
And that's where your mentality comes from. That would be like if someone approached Kayla after all this happened, after you came down, you fucked her, and 10 years down the line, she meets someone and she talks about her first experience. And they would have said, "Are you crazy? You went with a guy that you didn't know just because he said he loved you?"
So, that's not how that happens. And I'm sure that, you know, in the heat of the moment and with all the anger that this person was feeling, she. Oh, I don't know their pronouns, so I'm not sure. Um, you know, probably said some things that they wouldn't have said in any other circumstance. And I believe that this right here is one of those things. That's not how that happens. So, a lot of the times, and I say this because I am a victim, a lot of the times we don't realize that we've been hurt. These things have been kept in secret for so long, and they have been kept hidden away so well that when somebody tells a child that something like this is normal and that everybody does it, they just keep it a secret, it it becomes something that is normal. It becomes something that it becomes the norm. It becomes normal. So instead of it being some sort of traumatic experience that we know from the very beginning it was a traumatic experience, it goes from that to, oh shit. Like 10 years down the line, it's like, fuck me. That was fucked up. Holy shit, I went through that. Like, sometimes it hits you like a ton of bricks. You don't realize how much damage has been caused. And like I've said before, the reason why I say that these guys don't realize how much damage they're causing is because the victims themselves don't know that damage is being done. And for a lot of these guys, if one of those girls would just say, hey, no, I don't want to do this. You're hurting me. I'm sure that they would stop and they'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. All right, I'll back off. You know, like, and I'm not saying this to take anything away from the things that they've done and the damage that they've caused. I'm not saying that at all. In no way. Of course not. Of course not. These guys are sick and disgusting and we need to shame them. But it's so easy to manipulate a child into believing that these things are normal. That 10 years down the line, you know, all of a sudden they're at the grocery store looking for fucking ketchup and they realize that their entire life they've been abused. And that realization is something really tough. Um, because you go your entire life being gaslit and being told that no, nothing has happened to you. You are okay. You know, you aren't being beaten every single day of your life, so you're fine. You know, a lot of us victims get that spiel. We get that whole, oh, you're not being abused. I'm not abusive. I'm not beating you every day. Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I could be doing this. I could be doing that. That we don't realize we're being abused. And it's sad. It's how abuse ends up being a cycle.
What were you thinking? Why did you put yourself there?
Nobody should be like that to do that to somebody else.
Right. That's
But
exactly right.
The fact is that there are people that do them things, and there's a
Yeah,
lot.
there are. Yes. That's where the registry is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I know you hate it.
Absolutely.
The registry is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
The registry's helpful in some ways.
No.
It's helpful in all ways.
It doesn't mean that just because there are people out there that are not on it, that have not been caught yet.
Sure, they haven't been caught yet. Because you know why? Sexual abuse happens in secret.
Yep.
It's kept quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you wanted Kayla to keep quiet.
Mm-hmm. Just like you wanted her to delete her archives, how you wanted her to delete her fucking archives, how you didn't want her parents to find out. That's what we all went through. Like, I hope this is a wake up call to a lot of people that this happens to children. This is happening right now as we speak. It happened to me. It's happening to children all over the place. Okay? I hope that while we can enjoy these Lorne calls and laugh at him for being a piece of shit and being unaware of what his world is and how it's just fake, we can laugh and appreciate that. But however, I need you guys to remember that there are victims and real people who have been hurt, not only by Lorne, but by people exactly like him, and that those people are still fucking out there. So, and I'm not saying that like to shame any innocent party into caring about an issue. Of course not. No, 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 no. That's not my intention at all. My intention here is to cement and to and to consolidate a fact that this is happening. And while we can have fun, of course, we can have as much fun as we want. This guy's a fucking idiot, but we also really need to remember that while this is hilarious, he is in fact a monster.
Don't tell your parents. Make sure you delete your archives.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you call Jesse so that my number isn't the last one on there.
That one, oh my god, dude, are you fucking kidding me? This guy is that's some shit that I used to do in middle school. This guy's stuck in middle school. He really fucking is. And I think that's part of the reason why he goes for kids, is because he's emotionally stunted, and he was probably emotionally stunted as, a 14, 15-year-old when he peaked as a fucking freshman in high school.
It's all a secret so that the rapist isn't caught.
Yep.
They look exactly like you do.
Mm-hmm.
They look exactly like all the guys who showed up.
Mm-hmm.
They're all different. They have families. They have kids of their own.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them did.
They don't look scary. They're the normal people you would walk by in a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And someone would have to say.
And in some cases, a lot of those people who are abusing other people are children themselves, who are caught in the cycle of abuse. An abuser looks like you and me. I look like an abuser. You look like an abuser. We all look like abusers because we all have the potential to be abusers. The thing that stops us from becoming abusers is self-control. Self-control. Now, if you have done abusive things in the past and, you understand that that's not the kind of person that you are anymore, more power to you. Great. Wonderful. It's excellent when we learn and grow and learn from our mistakes. But abusers can be anybody, anyone at all.
Oh my God. I never would have imagined that he would do that. Just like your family was devastated
Mm-hmm.
to learn what you did.
Could you imagine what Mama Gwen felt when she got that call? Because I don't know who Lorne called for his call at the when he went to jail. I'm sure he called Mama Dearest, Mother Dear. I'm sure he called her. But could you imagine the call? Fuck, how devastating must that be? It would be a hard thing as a mother because you want to support your child, but your child is a monster. And I thoroughly believe in cutting family off. Myself right now, I have a lot of my family cut off right now. It's sometimes it's the right thing to do. And I think Lauren's mother should distance herself as much as possible because I think she already sort of is. She avoids him a little bit, I think. I think Mama Gwen should distance herself from Lorne, and I think she'll be a lot happier for the rest of her days just believing that Lorne is dead, I think. And I'm saying I think a lot because I need to reiterate that this is all my opinion. It is all speculation from me that this is all my point of view. Nobody else's. No one's putting a gun to my head to say things. This is all me.
All of the families were devastated to learn. Some of them may not have been exactly surprised if they
Yeah.
were victims themselves.
Like Hamburger. Hamburger had a lot of victims and well, any victim is a lot of victims. But yeah, Hamburger was definitely they probably weren't fucking surprised that he ended up on the show.
And they suffered too. But most of the people had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're online,
I was devastated with what I did.
there's a big question that is hanging out there is why were you attracted to a 13-year-old? That is the scariest question. But you acted as if you were. Because on that very same day, you took your dick out. That's reserved for people that you're sexually aroused by.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying to her, "Don't worry about me. I'm a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to me. Don't talk to any other guys. I know if you talk to me, you'll be safe." A lot of times when people are messed up or they're going through really hard times, you can see it reflected in their lives. You can see it, in the way that they look or the way that they're acting.
So she's saying this for other people, and I want to make a point. This is off topic, but I do want to make a point because this is something that has personally affected me. I was severely depressed last year. I'm just now coming out of it. It's been really fucking rough, but I've managed to scrape myself out of that position. And you could tell. You could tell. I would wear the exact same clothes every single day, and I smelled bad, and I looked thin, and my eye bags were bigger than normal, and my hair was fucked up, and like I obviously wasn't taking care of myself when 2 years before I couldn't leave the house without putting my hair up. Like I had become a completely different person. So yeah, she does have a point here, When people are going through something, you can always tell. So like if you ever smell somebody or if you ever see somebody who maybe looks a little gross or smells a little weird or looks like they haven't changed in a while, maybe they're not just lazy. Maybe they're not just, you know, maybe they're not just gross. Maybe they are barely clinging on. And it took me being in that position to understand that. So walk a mile in someone else's shoes, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say here. I don't know. I'm really high, so I'm going to be going on little tangents and stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. Buckle up.
But deep down, attraction to someone, having physical arousal from someone is like an organic thing. What would happen if there was another 13-year-old who was a little bit more aggressive, who was flirty with you? And she said, I'm not going to tell anybody. I want you to be the first one. And she told you everything that you wanted, that you were the hottest man she's ever seen, that she wants to fuck you, all of this kinds of stuff. What would happen if there's a
He would be all over that. He would be all over that. He would be trying his damnedest to get to his precious little princess. He would. He would be trying his fucking damnedest, and it's not surprising, but it's still disappointing.
girl who does pursue you and she's underage? That's really scary because this last time she didn't do any pursuing at all. You did all of it. All she did was say K. She just repeated back to you what you were saying. And that's what you needed to be happy. You needed that to appear to be happy anyways, because you were still open to other options.
Yep.
Even though you're telling this person that you are so in love with her. You were staring at her picture for an hour, which is complete horseshit, by the way.
That was so stupid. I whenever I read bits and pieces of Lorne's chat log, I'm always like, I would have never fallen for this bullshit as a kid. I would have been like, who the fuck, what the fuck kind of corny ass shit is this? Like, I was groomed a lot, okay? But I don't think I was ever groomed by anybody as ridiculously corny and stupid as Lorne. Oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong, he did use a lot of manipulation tactics that would have worked on a much younger child. But, like, he was giving this kid nothing. Loving her lack of energy. Go, girl, give us nothing. Fucking, that's what I feel when I read that chat log, because Kayla was giving him nothing, and he was just going at it hard.
She's so pretty. You can see why Daddy spoils her. That's the scary thing. All of those things are so terrifying. You are exactly what parents are afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
The guy at the yard sale that's going to make jokes with them and laugh, and he seems really friendly, but he has this other side of him that's a monster. And this almost the scariest part of them.
And this is going to, I'm going to tread into very sensitive waters here. All of my abuse, 99% of my abuse, because there have been 2 women that have abused me. But about 99% of my abuse was men. It was a man doing things to me, whether it be sexually, physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally. I was being abused from a very young age. I don't know of a time in my life where I was not being abused by a man. So with that said, there are a lot of other people who are also in that position. And this is not to say that men are evil and that all men are horrible. Of course not. Never said that. Don't ever want to say that, and I'm not going to say that. But what I am saying here is that this right here is part of the reason why I don't usually trust men. I can't. I would love to. I would love to feel safe around the guy at the grocery store that just so happens to be looking for the same thing that I am that's behind me, and then I'm freaking out. I need to get to the next aisle, because what if he fucking murders me? What if he fucking rapes me? What if he fucking, human traffics me? Like, things like this. This is part of the reason why we can't trust strangers, men out there who are just maybe trying to be a good Samaritan, like maybe trying to, just be helpful, lend a helping hand. We can't trust the good people because of motherfuckers like Lorne, because there's so many. So many. If I were to go online right now and post, I'm a 13-year-old girl, I wanna fuck, I would get so many fucking messages. So many goddamn messages on any fucking site. Any site. any site at all, and I can guarantee you within 15 minutes I'll have at least 50 messages. And it's a very, very sad, unfortunate reality. Because women can do it too. Of course, women have done it, women will do it, and women will continue to do it. And I think the way women do it is a little bit more nefarious because boys are expected to like the attention from women. So they're expected to like it when in reality they're being abused, and that shit pisses me off to no fucking end. It makes me so angry that there are people out there who believe that boys cannot be abused. And I believe Lorne is one of those people. I believe Lorne is one of those people that believes that men cannot be raped. I think he believes that rape is the act of violently putting your penis into somebody else. I think that's what he thinks rape is. He doesn't understand the nuance and the complexities of it. Anyway, I went on another fucking rant, but yeah, it's guys like Lorne and the things like this that I see on the daily are part of the reason why, you know, I keep the men that I trust very, very, very close to me, because I truly am scared of the stranger down the street. I am. And I know a lot of women who are in the same position that I am. A lot of men too.
Monster is that he can't admit that he is one.
There's a lot more to me than what you see from that show.
It's a huge thing.
It is a huge thing.
And your behavior now
The rest of my life.
is a huge thing too. I've only known you a really short period of time, very, very short. And I'm being talked to as if I owe you anything.
Mm-hmm.
People in real life are going to run away from that as fast as they can.
Yep.
They're going to say, holy shit, this guy is just, he went on a rant accusing me of fucking some guy that I said hello to. And we're not even together. We're not married, nothing. I have no commitment to him, but he's acting as if I do. That's absolutely terrifying, because that means that you can't read any signs. And I feel like the younger thing is like a power thing. Like you would have some level of control. And I feel like
absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Not only is he attracted to physically to what a child looks like, he's attracted to what children are mentally, which is vulnerable and inexperienced and naive. And he says it himself. He says, I love your innocence. And that makes me fucking sick. I hate that. Like, it's makes my fucking skin crawl.
that's why you were attracted to Kayla, because she had nothing. She had no experience at all.
If you ever got to fuck her, she wouldn't know that you fucking suck at it. She wouldn't know that your dick is weird. She wouldn't know that your dick is bent and that it's not supposed to be bent like that. Bitch.
And you could teach her, because she was very, very weak. She just went along with everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you can't help what you're attracted to or who you're attracted to. Like I said before, that it's like an organic
Of course.
thing.
Of course. You can't help who you're attracted to. No. You cannot. Never. Never, ever, ever. You can't help what you're attracted to. But what you can help is how you react. Okay? You understand. If you understand that being attracted to children is wrong, seek help. And I understand that seeking help is very expensive, and a lot of people can't do it. I understand that, but the internet is a very, very, very big, vast, expansive place. Okay? All right? Okay, there's groups, there's support groups, there's, you know, subreddits, there's so many resources online. All you have to do is look. Okay? All you have to do is look. Because if you know and you understand that your attraction to children is wrong, you won't act on it. You won't act on it. It's simple as that.
You know, everyone has a type, and that sort of thing can change over the years. But for the most part, deep down, you know who you're attracted to. It's like if it was a crime for me to be attracted to men, I would have a real problem because I would have this attraction to them. And how am I supposed to be able to control that? How am I supposed to suppress that for my whole entire life?
You address the fact that you have a problem and then surround yourself with resources and as much help as possible. I wish I could see things from the eyes of somebody who is 100% attracted mentally and physically to children, because there's some people who are like I thoroughly believe that there's people who are only like into like the mentality of it, like, and there's some people who are only into like the physical aspect of it. Like I know that there's people out there who aren't like into, you know, the whole thing, and of course there's nuance with everything. So like, fuck, I don't even know where I was going with that anymore. Lorne makes me so irrational and angry, and I hate him so fucking much.
So thank God that that's not the case. When someone has an attraction or they're able to find something sexually appealing about a child, it's so scary.
It's
Count
terrifying.
the number of guys who showed up, and that's the number of kids who were saved that very night.
Absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because these people were under the impression that these children were real. And every time that I hear this, I remember one of the first comments that I got on Reddit. I posted saying that as long as victims have PTSD and their symptoms are active, people like Lorne need to suffer. And I thoroughly believe that. People like Lorne, not the motherfuckers who have reformed themselves. Those guys have nothing to do with this. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Lorne and fuckers like Lorne who refuse to admit they have a problem, who refuse to seek help. He has so many resources. He has a therapist. He has, you know, a fucking support group. Like I would kill to just have a therapist and not have to pay for it. What the fuck? I know so many people who would fucking do some shady fucking shit to be in the position that Lorne is for, you know, his mental health. He's in a great position for his mental health to potentially help himself. And like, he just isn't using it. He's just sitting there fucking collecting dust, and it makes me so fucking angry.
the part that I don't understand is, where did that come from? How did it happen? Where was the attraction? The stuff that you were saying to her.
And I think Lorne doesn't understand this question. He doesn't understand what she's asking, because she's asking, are you attracted to the fact that she's a vulnerable child, or are you attracted by the fact that her body is young and small? That's what she's asking. Or is it both? Or is it a mixture? Or what is it that you find attractive about this 13-year-old? Like, that's what she's asking, and he doesn't understand it. I don't think he's even listening, honestly. He's just waiting for her to shut up so he can try and redeem himself.
Her was the stuff that you would say to someone that you were sexually attracted to. And you knew that this was a baby, barely out of puberty, probably hadn't really happened yet. Her body wasn't even developed. She didn't go through the normal stuff that girls go through. You wanted her to count her hair.
A fucking 7th grader, bitch. 6th, 7th grader. What the fuck, dude? Like, they're fucking paying for candy at the fucking lunch line, dude, with their parents' fucking money. Like, what the fuck? How is that attractive? How is being with somebody who cannot fend for themselves attractive? I don't understand.
Because she couldn't have had that many. And you even asked later on that month, did any more grow? And yet the fight came when you got caught. That's where it started. Who am I going to point to? Who got me into this? Oh, Perverted
Lorne.
Justice got money for doing the show. They were there when they weren't supposed to be. They should have stopped when I was talking to them. They told me to come there. They wouldn't leave me alone. You know that chat log was never edited. There was never a time when you said, no, this is wrong. I am doing the worst thing. It never happened.
Not fucking once. I would love to take all of my anger and frustration out on Lorne. I don't know if that's healthy. It probably isn't. And I should most definitely speak to a therapist about that, but but yeah, I would love to just call him up and tell him everything that I wanted to tell my abusers.
Those phone calls that you made with her made me sick.
Mm-hmm.
Are you anxious to touch my penis? Really? You want me to get a light so I can shine it on there and you can see it closely? Do you want to see it again before you go to bed? Make sure you delete
Did you
your
memorize that whole
I know
conversation?
it very, very well. I know it very well.
Did you memorize that whole conversation? He's so fucking giddy. He's so giddy over the fact that she memorized this gross fucking conversation. And the reason why she memorized it is because it's disgusting, not because she loves you, Lorne.
You memorized it. We've known each other longer than a month.
You want me to count the days like you wanted her to count her hairs?
Wow.
I'm trying to understand because I want to see the good in you, and it's just not there.
You're assuming everything. I can't stop you from assuming when you're trying to blame me.
I'm not assuming anything. The evidence is there. It's there. Your evidence is there. And
but you're blaming me.
I'm blaming you for everything you said.
Yep.
Everything you typed, everything you said on those disgusting phone calls.
Yes, ma'am. Get him.
Giddy ass smile.
Your shit ass fucking shit eating grin with your stupid fucking rotting teeth. I hope they rot out of your skull, you stupid fuck. God, I hate Lorne. I hope your teeth rot out of your fucking skull, you stupid fucking inbred bitch. I hate him. I hate him so fucking much. I see every single one of my abusers in him. Every single one of them. I see them. And I don't know if maybe it's extremely unhealthy and I shouldn't be doing that. If there is maybe some kind of therapist or doctor out there who can give me an answer to that, would love it. Thanks. Super nice. I will not be paying for this medical advice. Thank you. But I will be receiving it. So
skipped up to the fucking house. All the bullshit that you have tried to pull when you can't even be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be somebody else.
I can be honest.
No, you can't.
It doesn't matter what I say when I am honest. You don't believe what I say.
Lorne.
You got to stuck in your head that I was...
All right then, Lorne. Okay. Go ahead and explain yourself. Go ahead and explain everything it was that you did. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll leave it clear. We'll leave the air clear for you.
a certain way.
You're
you don't
a pedophile.
know.
Pedophile!
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, let's listen to that again. Let's listen to that. Just a little bit. Oh fuck, I can't go back on this here too much.
It's got to be somebody else.
I can be honest. But
You're
it
not.
doesn't matter what I say when I am honest. You don't believe what I say.
Lorne.
You got to stuck in your head that I was a certain way.
You're
you don't
a
know.
pedophile.
Pedophile! God, that shit feels good. I need to go to a therapist. I need to go to therapy. This is I'm sure this is terrible. I'm sure normal people don't do this.
That's it.
That's it.
You were so fucking stupid that you couldn't tell that the girls in those pictures that they sent you of the little babies were totally different people.
Yep. Yep, he was so busy beating the shit out of his fucking meat, just fucking punching it over and over and over and over and over again. So fucking busy being naked, so fucking busy dreaming about Kayla that he didn't even notice that they were completely different girls. But of course, why would he notice that they're three different girls? A little girl like that is going to look different times in her life. You know? A 13-year-old doesn't look the same throughout the course of a year because she's still growing, because she's a child. So, damn, this one's getting me heated. I thought that this was going to be funny, but no, I'm pissed.
You accepted the fact that she was going to look a little different because she's still growing up.
Yep. 100%. He accepted the fact that she was going to look a little bit different because she's still growing up. Let that sink the fuck in. To whoever it is that still thinks it's just a joke, and to whoever it is that thinks that fucking nothing bad happened because Lorne didn't actually go after an actual kid. I've gotten one or two comments like that. I remember the tangent I was going on before. I had commented that as long as victims have PTSD and their symptoms are active, people like Lorne need to suffer. And somebody was like, you fucking moron. Like, the person that it wasn't even a real person, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. And I think I have a screenshot of that. I blocked that person, but I cried for a really long time after that because people still don't understand. People still think that this is just for the lols. This isn't just for the fucking lols. If it was just for the lols, it would be something like, I don't fucking know, like Wings of Redemption or whatever. Like, we would be, you know, blowing up their streams and laughing at them because they're pieces of shit. No, this is a serious, real, actual serial predator who has preyed upon multiple children. Multiple children. 2 or 3 of which weren't real. That's fine, but that doesn't mean he wasn't fucking preying on them. What the fuck? Like, why? I don't know. It's not for the fucking lols. If it was for the lols, this would be somebody like Wings of Redemption or somebody like Chris Chan before they did what they did. You know, like, it would be something like that. But this isn't. This is a real, actual pedophile. This is a real, actual predator.
That's something else you're assuming, which I'm not saying anything because of the fact you're going to assume it. You don't ask me about it, you assume it.
Then tell me the story.
I did notice that there was different girls, but I was so blind to thinking that somebody cared about me and not my fucking wallet that I didn't care. It went right past me. That's all I could see was somebody was showing that they gave me a little bit of affection that I hadn't gotten for God knows how fucking long, because all I ever cared about was my money. What can I give them? It was somebody letting me show my affection without asking me for money.
And you lied about it because you went out and you fucked somebody the night before you're supposed to see her.
Not only that, but he fucked somebody the night right before he was supposed to go fucking see her. Okay, listen. Fucking listen. I wish I could have Lorne. Again, I would fight him. I would probably lose. Because while I am fat, I am a very frail person. For a really long time, I starved myself, so I don't have very many nutrients in my body. I would probably fall to Lorne. He would probably beat the shit out of me, but he would have to dislocate my fucking jaw. He would have to rip my jaw from my fucking skull if he wanted me to stop telling him what a disgusting, shitty, fucking piece of actual human garbage he is. He would have to take my jaw and rip it off of my fucking skull for me to stop talking shit. And I will go down talking shit. I will talk so much fucking shit and I won't stop. Again, he's gonna have to rip off my fucking jaw. So, Lorne, if you hear this, pay for my ticket to Maine. If you can pay for my ticket to Maine, I'll show up and I'll fight you. I'll fight you, Lorne. I'll show up and I'll fight you. Pay for my fucking plane ticket. I know you're never gonna be able to afford it. And if you ever are allowed back on the internet, you shit ass pedophile, pay for my fucking plane ticket. I'll fly to fucking Maine and I will fight you. And I hope you're gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna be talking shit the whole time, bitch. And I'm so confident saying that because I know that he's, first of all, never gonna see this. And second of all, he can barely fucking afford rent, let the fuck alone a whole ass plane ticket for somebody else. So, and it wouldn't just be me, it would be me and my husband because we're both gonna go there and we would both be beating the shit out of Lorne. This, for legal reasons, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's not, I'm not actually gonna go fight Lorne. I think it'd be funny, but I'm not actually gonna go fight Lorne.
I know, because I never planned on. I know I said I was going to go, but I didn't really plan on going because I was supposed to go out with a friend that night for my birthday.
But you didn't go.
And I changed my mind at the last minute.
To get your dick wet and a little girl. That's what was better.
That was better than going out and getting unlimited drinks with a friend. A friend tells you that they're just going to buy you drinks all night. And you think that going and fucking a little kid is better. Okay, I see how it is.
It was better for you to go there. There was nothing else that you couldn't say that you were drunk, that you were high, nothing. It went on for a month. I tried to find something. Is there something redeeming here?
No.
Is there?
No, there is nothing redeeming here. Not anything. Not a single redeeming factor here. And I wish there fucking was. I wish I could take back everything I fucking said. And I always wish that about every single predator. I do. I wish that I could take back everything that I've ever said, because me taking back everything that I've ever said means that they truly have reformed themselves. And that's what I want. I don't want these people to die. I don't want these people to be locked up forever. I don't. I want these people to be reformed. I want these people to get help, and I want these people to stop. I want to nip it at the bud. I want it to stop before it even starts. I want it to just not happen. So again, what I want is for these people to reform themselves. But Lorne isn't even making the most minuscule effort. Not even... Oh, he makes me so mad.
Time when he's on the phone with her that says, you know what? This is not going to happen. But you didn't say that. You said, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get the condoms so I don't get you pregnant. As a matter of fact, you couldn't even say condoms because she's a little kid, so you had to dumb it down for her. I'll buy you a bracelet. You tell me what you're wearing, what color your panties. Oh, yeah, you're not going to wear any. But make sure you put them in your bag, your little suitcase. Paint your toes nice and pink. What were you gonna?
I think Lorne has a foot fetish, because he said something to Rhoda about having his dink between her feet. So I think Lorne has a foot fetish. She just doesn't really like to admit it.
Do when you got to your apartment, you have this little girl who has no idea what the fuck is going on. What were you gonna do? You're going to say, here's Bud. You can play with him for 5 minutes, but then you're going to take your clothes off. I'll make sure that I wear loose shorts so I can finger you and you can suck my dick when we're in my track.
You can finger me and you can finger me. You can suck my dick and I can finger you. I fucking hate you, Lorne.
I tried to find something, and there's nothing. It's no one else's fault but your own.
Yep.
You're not the victim. Don't ever think that you are a victim here.
Exactly.
That somebody owes you something. That you can sue NBC for money because they did something to you. They didn't do anything to you. They exposed your ass. And deservedly so. You deserved everything that happened. You
Yep.
deserve to be on probation for the rest of your life.
You deserve to be on the RSO for the rest of your life. You deserve to be miserable for the rest of your life. You deserve to never, ever, ever come in contact with another human being again for the rest of your life. That's what you deserve, Lorne.
You deserve to be monitored for the rest of your life. You deserve to have people know about you for the rest of your life, because that is a life sentence that you would have given to Kayla.
Exactly. Fucking thank you. Thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. It is a life sentence. It's a fucking life sentence. And it's even worse if she didn't realize the fucking damage that had been done until it was too fucking late. I'm getting very heated. I apologize. But it's true. It's true. A lot of people don't want to fucking see that it is a life sentence. And you have to live with that for the rest of your life. You have to live with the fact that you were nothing but a piece of meat for somebody. You have to live with the fact that for however long you were being used as a fleshlight. You were nothing but a fleshlight. I need you guys to understand. For years, me, an actual person, was a fleshlight before I had even reached double digits in my age. Okay? I need you guys to remember that this isn't just funny. This isn't just for the lols. I promise I'm not mad at you guys. I just really, really want to cement that these are real people. That this is a real person, a real pedophile. This is somebody who has had victims, and if we let him, he will have more.
You don't want to admit that you were that guy. I know you don't want to, because then you were admitting that you were one of those. That you're somehow not different. Your circumstances aren't different. You're not as bad as Lurch or Bald Beaver Hunter, who came right out and said, this is my fantasy. I wanted to lick her pussy.
And if you would have said that, if you would have just admitted it from the fucking beginning, I wouldn't be this angry. I wouldn't be this fucking angry. If you would have just gotten help, if you would have just admitted it, if why do people hate seeing themselves as the bad guy? I don't understand. It's ridiculous to me. I feel like something is wrong if I am right in a situation. If I'm immediately right, like if I'm not wrong straight from the get-go, something is strange. Something weird is happening. You need to challenge your opinions every single day. Every single fucking day, dude. This, we're almost done. Just 4 more minutes.
The fact that there's this hidden part of you that will not let go of wanting to blame everyone else, to find some kind of a redeeming reason that this couldn't be who you are, when it actually is. When you admit that, and you know that, and you're able to release this hate that you have against everyone else, that is...
And direct it towards yourself. I'm not saying, oh, hate yourself for the rest of your life and I hope you fucking hate yourself forever. No. But I think that in order to change, you need to hate yourself at least a little bit. You need to hate the person that did this. And if you don't hate that person, you're never going to change.
When you're going to start to get better. There's never going to be a cure for who you're attracted to. If that happens to be kids, there's no cure for that. But your part in that is to not allow things like this to happen.
Exactly.
You were so desperate for pussy. You're so desperate.
Is pussy that good? Is pussy really that good? Don't get me wrong, I love dick. I fucking love dick. But I don't think I'd ever get that desperate for dick. Is pussy really that good? Does it really feel that good? I don't think so. I don't think it does. I don't think it could.
Wanted someone to be attracted to you. And Kayla never really said that she was attracted to you. She just kind of said yeah to the things that you said. Did you draw my name in little hearts at school today? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That's what you wanted. You wanted someone who was very easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's not going to know that the stuff that you're into isn't normal. Someone who's
Exactly.
who's not going to be able to recognize that she's a baby and you're a 40-year-old man.
Exactly.
Someone who's supposed to protect her.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who even came out and said, I'm one of the nice guys, not one of those weirdos. And then it just transformed from there.
You know what the fucking problem is? When I said that, that's what I meant. I can't understand myself how I got turned around.
Because you were
I
attracted
don't
to her.
understand that.
Because you thought she was hot. You thought she was hot. You thought it was hot that she was a kid. Like, what? There's nothing else there. The evidence, all of the evidence, is pointing directly towards this. And just because it's not giving you the result that you want, you swear up and fucking down that there's another goddamn reason for it, but there isn't. There isn't.
I wanted her to want you. She was easy to manipulate.
That's not what I wanted.
Yes. And even, okay, so I think Lorne thinks that because he wasn't directly thinking, oh, I'm going to go and molest this child, oh, I'm a scary pedophile, because he wasn't fucking saying that in his head as he was doing it, he's not actually a pedophile. Just because he wasn't actively thinking, this is a child and I want to fuck it. That's what he fucking thinks.
If you didn't want it, you wouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, if you don't understand it, it's going to happen again.
Exactly.
No, it's not going to happen again.
Yes, it is.
It'll never fucking happen again. I know
Because you...
how to say no now.
No, that's not why. That's not why it's not going to happen again, Lorne. It's because you saw the consequences of what happens when you get caught and you don't want to go back to jail. That's what happened. That's all that's happening here. Okay? It's not because you know how to say no now. It's not any of that bullshit. No, it's because you got caught and you don't want to go back to jail.
It's not about saying no.
Not only that, but saying no to what? Bitch! Saying no to what? The fuck?
Never
It's
asked
all
you
about
for
saying
Yeah.
no. Even my fucking counselors, all 3 counselors that I've had, and my psychologist said that I couldn't say no.
Your psychologist.
That's why I got used so bad by my family, because I couldn't say the word fucking no.
You couldn't say no to a little baby?
I couldn't say no to anything at the time.
She was never asking you for anything. You were begging her for everything. She
Yep.
never asked you. You did all of the asking and you did all of the answering.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give me that fucking shit about saying no.
I try to be honest with you. You're assuming everything. I try to be honest with you about this shit. But you turn around and tell me no. You said this in the conversation. You said this.
Exactly. It's the evidence. It's the evidence. The evidence is pointing towards the answer. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 and 2, okay? So you have those right there, right? Make 4. Your conversation with Kayla makes you a pedophile. Your conversations and phone calls with Kayla makes you a predator. That's the equal sign in this situation.
I know I said stupid fucking shit in that conversation, okay?
You said
That's all
all of it.
Don't
It
tell
was
me it's all
edited.
about you trying to understand what happened to you as a kid. Because all you're doing is you're fucking thrashing me for this shit for 10 years ago.
Lorne, this shit from 10 years ago still affects me today. I wake up in a cold sweat. I have to take medication so that my nightmares and my night terrors don't keep me up at night. Lorne, you don't get to rest. You don't get to rest Absolutely the fuck not. If I don't get to rest, you don't get to rest. So I hope that he's still being catfished. I hope that he's still being catfished. I hope that he's still being harassed because I'm still suffering. And as long as I'm still suffering and Lorne is doing absolutely nothing to redeem himself, he has to suffer too.
But I'm still trying to deal with it.
That's the
fucking
problem.
Church of God. What a bunch of fucking jackasses.
No one gives a fuck about the Church of God.
Church of God.
Nothing to do. This has everything to do with you. It has nothing to do with anybody else. All they did, from what I can see, and there's a ton of shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can see, they're just taking what you have done and they're talking about it. That's
Yep.
it. So you know what? If you don't give them anything to talk about, then there's nothing.
They're talking about it. They're trying to contact me. They're fucking sending shit to my fucking family. It's a little bit more than talking about it. To my fucking 77-year-old mom. Somebody sent a naked picture of me to my 77-year-old mom. It's way more than fucking talking about
it. Somebody sent his notes to his mom. Which one of you motherfuckers? Good one.
That's a piece of shit.
It's funny.
The same type of a piece of shit that would show their cock to a baby.
Yep.
You can only blame yourself, but you never do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gotta go, group. I gotta get off the phone. I'm fucking tired of listening to all this fucking yelling in my ear.
Bye, asshole.
Bye, pedophile.
Bye.
Fucking bitch. Anyway, I need a palate cleanser. And I know we usually do those in streams. But let's find one. Oh, this one was okay. This was uploaded an hour ago by Blue Boy.
Mwah.
Ooh. Oh! Oh God! Oh! That was a jump scare.
Thought I'd send you a nice little video,
He's so old.
even with my glasses on. Yeah.
Ew,
Keep my
ew.
glasses off. Maybe that'd be better. Mwah. I love you. And I love you, Jamie.
I love you, Jamie.
Carnation and my precious tulip.
My precious tulip.
flowers.
My precious flowers.
Mwah.
Ugh.
I know you can't see me very well. Mwah.
Oh God, why did you add that at the end? God, you're sick. Oh, why did you slow it down? Oh God. Oh no. Thank you, Blue Boy. That was excellent. I needed that. All right, guys. So that was wow. That was wow. That's part of the reason why I don't want to do a lot of Lorne calls is because I get really, really heated. Lorne reminds me a lot of my abusers. So it just makes sense that I would be very angry. So, thank you so much for watching. If you did watch and if you made it to the end, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you very much for watching. And, I hope you didn't get too angry. I hope that palette cleanser worked. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.